What's going on, everyone? My name's AJ, and today we're going to be reviewing the Nike Air Force 1 Experimental in the Sail colorway. These shoes released earlier this year, sometime in February or even early July. What month is it, bro? And also came in a black colorway. I've seen reports that say this shoe retails from anywhere from $110 to $130, but there's no suggested MSRP on the box label. I actually got this shoe from Size UK for about $160 USD since I'm here in the States. And that's including the tax and shipping. And I'm gonna put the StockX price right up here. It's about $180. It comes in this standard Nike Air Force 1 gray box. Mine came from the UK, not double boxed, just shipped in a literal shipping bag. So it's extremely damaged. And I don't think this Scotch tape is a part of the experimental Air Force 1, as they would say. I think they just did that to make it more secure when they're shipping it. But really they're gonna open it like when it goes through customs and all that. But box aside, and customs aside, I guess, because I don't know, is there protocol for shoes when traveling? Anyways, it's a damaged box, comes in a standard gray Air Force 1 box. And once you open the box, it comes with these two shoe inserts as usual. Comes with the typical Air Force 1 tissue paper, which is white with Air Force 1 all over. And this pair in specific came with a experimental themed Nike sticker, which I think is pretty cool. Overall, even though it's really damaged, this tape probably did do a good job because the shoes did come to me intact and they're not dirty or damaged or anything. So they're trying to experiment with their shipping methods too. So shout out Size UK. You guys are some real ones, but let's get on to the review. So the box tag says Air Force 1 Experimental, and the colorway is white/sail-atomic orange-black, and I got this in a size 10. It comes with no extra laces, just the standard white laces with some orange tips at the end. The shoe has a lot of really interesting details, and it starts with the insole, which says the Air Force 1 Experimental type design is based on an oxygen mask used in the Nike Sports Research Lab. And then it has the swoosh logo, and it's just a standard white insole with that copy printed on it. We then move on to the upper, which is an oxygen mask themed foam with a lot of covering on it. It mimics something like tape almost, all over the upper of the foam. And this plastic texture on the shoe not only continues on the upper, but also continues on the midsole all around. Has a fully translucent outsole, a white midsole, and a sail colored foam up top with the previously stated plastic material that covers all around. And there are hits of neon orange. It starts off with the neon orange pull tab on the back and the upside down Nike Air logo, which is also covered in that plastic material, and the lace loops, as well as this feature that's specific to the Air Force 1 Experimental, which is the draw cord, or this drawstring here, has a white string itself and some neon orange accents. And lastly, like I said earlier, the shoelace tips are also a neon orange hit. It has a white foam tongue with exposed foam up top and a white pull tab with the Nike Air embroidered in black. And the final two details is a sticker on the back of the shoe, which is a lime green that says number 354. This label is our guarantee of quality, Nike Air Force 1 Experimental, NSF, not safe for work. It says this video is safe for work. So anyways, it's continued by saying N35, then a lot of zeros, SP21 Air Force 1, so Spring 21 Air Force 1. I guess the number 354 and then all the zeros is the collection itself, number 354, almost like the DIM 6 collection. And this essentially means a lot of the conceptual collections that Nike makes, whether it be number 354 or the DIM 6 collection, it's using a lot of classic and refined silhouettes and experimenting with whether it be different materials or different designs or just little twists and details throughout the shoe. And that's the final detail too. Just has the N354 all the way on the middle of the swoosh on top of the plastic feeling material, which is covering the foam still. So it's almost like this shoe has a mask. Shoes gotta stay safe too during the pandemic. I don't know. So I got these shoes in a size 10. and they fit true to size. So I would suggest just buying your regular size. And I wore these with a pair of all black Stone Island cargo pants, which are a little skinny, and I think they look relatively well with any pant, and they're really comfortable. They look relatively light because of the foam, but they do have some weight in there just because the Air Force One midsole is a little bit thick as usual with 2 C's, not CK. And I'm gonna say that these are probably the most comfortable Air Force Ones I have ever put on. Sometimes I've worn other Air Force Ones and they're not as comfortable as this one. And I don't know, there's just something about all the material in it. It looks comfortable and it really is comfortable when you put it on feet. Especially with this foam tongue, it just feels better rather than the typical stiff tongue that an Air Force One comes in. So that's probably a big deal when it comes to comfortability. I don't know if that's a word. When it comes to the comfort in a shoe, it's just the foam really makes this shoe comfortable. Another pro is that this is a really clean, stylish, and simple shoe that you could probably wear to a lot of occasions and it's not really gonna get that dirty because it's literally covered, so you don't have to worry about that, I guess. And if you wanted to, I guess you could take off all the plastic. If anyone wants to see me do that, let me know in the comments below, but I kind of like it the way it is right now. And it's easy to wear. It's a sail colorway, so it's gonna look good with a lot of light colored pants or even dark colored pants. So like I said in the beginning of the video, this colorway is the sail colorway, and it also did come in this black colorway. And I personally wanted to get both, but I felt like I like this one a little bit more, especially with the translucent outsole. It just makes it pop so much more with that lime green sticker, all the orange accents, and the translucent outsole. It's a really clean shoe and stylish shoe, and I personally really like this colorway a lot. And my last pro would be that these shoes have a lot of premium details. I was really impressed when I saw the photos, but in person, I almost say that with any shoe that I review, but this one is no different. This shoe has a lot of premium details that rival one of almost like an off-white shoe with the exception of the box and the tissue paper. It has all the makings of like a really premium, almost collaboration shoe and all the features that make it really unique. So these shoes are well under $200, even on the resale market. Classic silhouette, can't really beat it, and I was really impressed. You could even take off this sticker if you want. You could take off the draw cord. There's a lot of options with this shoe, which is really awesome. And it's just impressive how this is like a generic release and Nike has been putting a lot of details because it's easy to make an Air Force One in just like a specific colorway. But I really like not only wearing shoes that are super unique, but also reviewing shoes that have so much intricate details that you don't really see through pictures. And the more and more I look at it, I really like what Nike did with this shoe. Can't reiterate it enough. That's my final pro. Really detailed, really premium, and not that expensive. So I only had a few cons with this shoe. My first con would be that for some people, it may be too much with everything going on and they may not like the plastic material on it. I did notice that the left shoe in specific had a lot more of that plastic material compared to the right shoe, which looks relatively normal and covered. But this didn't really bother me. It's not really a deal breaker, but it is a lot more noticeable if you take a look at that compared to just the regular covering of the foam. And another con that I had with this shoe is that it's not the most practical shoe. And although you could take off the draw cord and everything, I could see myself wearing this and the draw cord or even the laces getting stuck on, you know, just some random things in life. You know, like when your belt loop gets stuck in the door handle or something like that on rare occasions. There's a meme saying that it only happens when you're mad, but I see that happening with this. Not saying this is gonna be stuck on my door handle or anything, but it might get stuck on something and it's just kind of there for aesthetic purposes, not really to help you tie the shoe because the laces do a great job of doing it itself. So my final verdict is that this shoe is a very detailed and conceptual Air Force One as Nike intended it to be, with very premium materials and a reasonable price point, not only at the retail level, but also on the resale level. So my verdict is, would I recommend buying these shoes? Yes, even if you have the regular pair of Air Force Ones, these are a really unique, comfortable pair of Air Force Ones that are not that expensive on the resale market, like I keep saying. And I just truly believe in that. You could pay probably somewhere around $200, including fees and shipping on StockX or GOAT. So definitely pick this shoe up if you get a chance to. What do you guys think? Would you guys rock this shoe? Leave a comment below. Once again, my name's AJ. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys learned something or enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, or even notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let go. Peace! Does that mean this shoe has to get a vaccine too? Are you vaccinated? I don't know. Am I talking to a shoe right now? We will never know. Unless I put this in the video.